Story time. Welcome back to RMS. So we have got this 2013 Megane. I've just found the fault and I wasn't going to do a video on it, but I thought I'd explain exactly what's going on, what we've done on this one and why it was quite hard to find. It is quite a basic fault. It's quite a well-known fault, but this is what we're getting up to. The biggest issue we had with this one was getting the pin data for the ECU. Every bit of information we found had a different layout for the pins. This is all data. I'm going to show you that. A bit waffle now, unfortunately. So, all data. This is your underbonnet fuse box. This is your ECU. All we know is these two are CAN bus, come out of one plug, go down to the engine ECU. This is, again, underbonnet fuse box. Got multiple wires coming out, going up to the ECU. Doesn't tell us what he's doing. And we know we got these fuses which power up the ECU. This one is a switch live. As you turn the ignition on, this one gets powered, sends power to the ECU. That then is meant to turn the relay on or something on to power these ones to power that back up. So if we go to a different style of diagram, this one, this is very similar. Switch live comes down. Where's the switch live? Yep, so that's your ignition switch. As that turns on, it puts power down this fuse, tells the ECU you've turned your ignition on, and then that literally tells that to go on. Then once that's happened, this one earths out this engine control relay, pulls the little switch across, puts power down there, out, down for this fuse, and powers up the ECU and all its gubbins. So that was the issue we was having. Which one of them other wires was the one that was controlling it? Was it CAN bus what was controlling it? You know, nothing showed us exactly what was going on inside that switching control unit, so they call it, but it's underbonnet control unit. Nothing was telling us what done what. All we knew is we had to check this, check that, check that. If we powered up the fuses, what come from the relay to power up the ECU, it'd start and run. It was all good. So could it be the underbonnet fuse box? They're programmed. You have to have them cloned and things like that if you want to try a second-hand one in there. So yeah, we couldn't just buy one of them and try it in there. So yeah, it was, let's just keep going backwards and forwards until we can find this wiring fault. Again, if we knew this is the one, that's what powers it up. It goes from this pin to that pin. That's when we would have just run through it, found it. It would have been easy. So we went to Hella Gutman. That was good. All these fuses lined up. That's just switched live down to it. There's your CAN bus wires, which they sort of corresponded with the all data stuff, with your CAN bus down here. That's showing a little figure of 8 to show that they're CAN bus. So that gave us confidence that this might be right, but the way they wrote these down, these wires aren't even in there on this plug. We couldn't find a plug with 24 pins or had them amount of wires in it, so it's as if them ones are not there. This one we managed to find did beep through. It went from B17 to pin 18 on a 24 pin plug and is exactly the same colour. We found pin 7, which again on this one it does say a pin 7 goes down there. Pin 7 on the underbonnet fuse box had a 12 volt ready to accept an earth to tell the relay to turn on once we worked this out. This end, we had 12 volt there, went to this end, we had 6 volts. So I was pretty sure we was on the right wiring, but I wasn't 100%. So what we done was, we disconnected this plug, put 12 volts down it, and then measured the other end of the wire. So nothing was connected at all. We knew it was giving out 12 volts anyway, so it was safe to put the 12 volt out. The other end received 6 volt. If we removed the 12 volt, that 6 volt would be removed. So we knew we was sort of on the right circuit. I tried to do a bypass on it, but I don't think I was getting a good contact into the pins. That didn't work, so I was doubting myself again. So yeah, so this morning, what we've done, we have put our beep tester on it. That is now sending power down this line. Going down this line, goes all the way down, comes up, right to the wire which we're expecting it to be on. Why was we getting a bad signal? So, a friend of mine, Simon Parkinson, when I've been using these beep testers, I hate them and they can run you down the wrong route. But because we've only got one wire and we've split it all off, we've disconnected the whole ECU, disconnected all the underbonnet fuse box. If you earth out the other end of that wire, add an earth to it. So I've literally pinned in to there. So now we've earthed that out. Obviously, yeah, we haven't got any beeping up to this end at all. So again, we knew we was on the right path. We pulled all the wiring loom up and I will show you what we found right there. This is the point where we got to where I thought we'd start recording on it. So I'm going to quickly open that up live on camera, do a quick bypass on it, connect everything back up, and it should start. So let's get you set up, get this started back together, and then, yeah, hopefully it works. So I thought I'd give you a bit more of a insight of exactly how we do stuff and what we do and what we have to come across, because, yeah, this one, literally, the customer's phoning us. We weren't sure whether the data was right. He's saying, you know, can you give me a timescale? So, yeah, so the customer wants some sort of idea of when we're going to be finished with it. How do we know? He's not being pushy at all. He just wants to know something. If we knew 100% that it was in the loom, I'll go, well, you know, by next week you'll have it back. You know, we've got this, we've got to strip it out, this out, you know, that's not too bad. But when you're still doubting your sort of self or doubting your data, that's when you're never sure. So, again, it's not the easiest thing to do, this job. So, I'll quickly get this back in here so it's workable. Because that's one, bolt some terminals and stuff. Get that one down, get that one down. That can go back in the plug. Couple of nuts on there for the terminals. Then literally all I'm going to do is open up that loom, connect the ECU up, and put a little jumper wire between the two, and hopefully that's it. But I even left it so I didn't undo that to confirm it. I just hope it's that. Or we haven't got anything else going on. So, right, that's that. Just connect the ECU up quickly. And you'll be able to see a full-on, live demonstration from RMS. How cool is that? Like I say, we have confirmed it. We've started it. We drove it in here by doing our bypass. Oh, that's that. Let's just cut that open quickly. The blade here. Let's zoom you in on that so you can see it. So this is the part that's got a bit of green in there. So pop that bit of insulation off. Look at that. It's a yellow wire as well. I think that might be why the bypass didn't work. Something was throwing me off and I wasn't sure what. There we go. Well, luckily, it definitely was there. So that yellow's okay. That's just got a bit of gear on there from that. All right, let's get a bit of wire to twist them together. And will she start? hopefully. Right. It's there. It's all connected. There, test it up. You can come with me. So this is the unedited version, hopefully. Keys in there. Ha! Job's a carrot. Well, there we go. And that was a true see the fault, pull it apart, show what we've done. So that'll just need stripping apart a bit. New bit of wiring loom in there, or new bit of wiring there. Just heat shrink it all up. And yeah, get it back together. Customer will be happy. At least now I can give him some sort of information, even if I need to give him this back in a couple of days' time because we haven't got enough, time to get it back together. I can tell him something. So that was the biggest stress of this job, was not knowing whether we could 100% get to the end of it. So there we go. Hope you like that one. I know it's a short one, bit different, a lot of waffle, but it just goes to show what we're up against. So if you can, like, subscribe, do the gubbins. See you next time.